All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day one or week one of Romans. I wanted to just touch base with you a little bit as you're getting into this course and just kind of be upfront with you about a few things. I did find out that our group is actually the first group to go through the Romans course in its new format. They just recently rewrote this course and the way that the assignments are laid out and everything, and we're the first group to go through that. So we'll be learning that together and experiencing it kind of as the rookie group on this road together. So there's extra grace for that is the good thing. However, with that said, don't kid yourself. This particular course is probably one of the more challenging courses that you will have in your degree program, just by the nature of both the inductive methodology and the challenging nature of that, as well as the content of the book of Romans and how crucial and critical that book is to our theological understanding. It's a heavy course. So I wanted to kind of lay out a couple of recommendations for you as you dive into week one. In my opinion, week one, this first week, will probably be the most challenging week of the course because you really are doing an overall book survey. So you kind of have to try to absorb the whole book of Romans, not in at an intricate level, but at a big, like kind of a big picture level. You have to read through the whole book at least one time and really realistically more. So I just did a whole read through of the book of Romans again and set my timer on my phone and I read it. Now, this was not like a detailed, in-depth reading. It was just a straight through reading through the book of Romans in about 45 minutes. So what I would challenge you to do, very first thing, is to get away in an evening or afternoon, whatever works with your schedule, and plan out about 45 minutes to an hour, and in one setting, read through the entire letter that Paul writes to Rome. So read through the entire book of Romans. Then, after you've done a reading to just kind of let that soak in and kind of get a picture of what you're going to be studying over the next 5 weeks, I would go to your Romans 1 through 8 commentary textbook. And this isn't actually even fully assigned in your homework, but in the introduction, Part F of your introduction is the rhetorical, genre, and logical organization of Romans. I would really recommend, I think it will be really helpful to you if after reading through the book of Romans, you go and you read pages 31 and just through that section F through page 35. Just finish out that section F. And what they do is they kind of summarize or lay out in order of how Paul has structured the book and what he's kind of communicating in more of a succinct way. Then go back and read Romans again and maybe start doing part A or part one of your week one assignment, which is just naming the chapters of kind of giving your own name to each chapter throughout the book. And so then you're getting another reading of the book of Romans. Then go to your Bauer textbook, your Bauer and Traina textbook, Inductive Bible Study, and read your assigned parts in this book, and then start chunking away at the remaining parts of your assignment. Now, here's the warning I'll give you. There's only one big assignment technically due each week on the last day of the course week. Don't wait until day 6 or 7 of the week to start your assignment. If you wait till that last day and then you look at your assignment page, you aren't going to succeed in this course. There's just no way. Those assignments are too in-depth. It's only one assignment, but there's multiple parts every week to the assignment. And so my recommendation is take that assignment section by section and do part A on one day, and then tackle part B on another day of the assignment, and then part C and D toward the end of the week. But again, spread it out. Take it in bite-sized chunks. That's how we eat an elephant. And Romans is an elephant, one bite at a time. If you try to take the whole thing in a really short period of time, you're one, you're not going to learn a lot, and two, the quality and product of your work is not going to meet the expectation of the rubric. That's my final recommendation that I'll leave you with at this point. As you're looking at the assignment, make sure you pull up that rubric. That is what I am tasked with to assess your work using that rubric. So I have to just be objective as possible when I'm looking at your assignment and what you're turning into me. I have to be measuring it against the standard of that rubric, and that's how I'll assign points. So again, I want to work with you. I want to encourage you. I want you to succeed. Ultimately, I want you to grow in your knowledge through the study of the book of Romans using this inductive method. So I'm happy to help you however I can. But again, I hope that you'll heed my advice and maybe some of these strategies that I've laid out for you. And don't hesitate to reach out to me. One more thing about the discussion posts. Again, I get your initial post done early in the week. I know it's not due till day 4, but I would get it done early. You can't see, it's set up right now where you can't see other people's posts until you put your initial post on the thread. So that way it's your original thinking. So get that original post out, and then you'll be able to benefit from seeing what other students and things that I post in that discussion thread also. All right. That's enough for now. Hope that you dig in to the book of Romans, set a good 45 minutes to an hour aside, and dig in and let the Spirit of God speak to you through this incredible portion of His Word. God bless.